in the small, quiet town of Willowbrook, nestled in the embrace of rolling hills and lush forests, there lived a young man named Ethan. He was an ordinary young man, his life neatly organized into the predictability of a well-trodden path. But deep within him, a restlessness simmered, a yearning for something beyond the familiar. Ethan had always been fascinated by stories of adventure and bravery. His favorite book was an old, dog-eared copy of Joseph Campbell's The Hero with a Thousand Faces, which explored the concept of the hero's journey. In particular, he was drawn to Carl Jung's idea that every hero must step out into the unknown, confront their deepest fears, and venture into unexplored territories to reach their ultimate goal. One clear morning, as the sun bathed Willowbrook in a golden glow, Ethan stood at a crossroads in his life. He gazed out at the vast, untouched wilderness that lay beyond the town's borders. It called to him like a siren's song, stirring something deep within his soul. He knew that he could no longer ignore the pull of the unknown. With determination burning in his eyes, Ethan packed a small bag, said his farewells to his family and friends, and set off on a journey into the uncharted wilderness. The path he chose was daunting, a winding trail through dense forests, across raging rivers, and over towering mountains. Fear gnawed at him as he faced the challenges that lay ahead, but his eyes were fixed on a distant goal. As he ventured deeper into the wild, Ethan encountered dangers he had never imagined. Ferocious beasts lurked in the shadows, and treacherous terrain threatened to swallow him whole. The nights were cold, and the days were long and grueling. Doubt began to creep in, and he questioned the wisdom of his decision. But he remembered the words of Carl Jung echoing in his mind like a mantra. The hero must face his fears and take a road that scares him. With each obstacle he overcame, Ethan grew stronger and more resilient. He learned to build shelter, to forage for food, and to navigate by the stars. He discovered an inner strength he had never known, one born of necessity and determination. And he found solace in the silence of the wilderness, a connection to something greater than himself. One day, as he stood atop a mountain peak, gazing out at the vast expanse of untouched land before him, Ethan felt a sense of clarity he had never experienced before. He knew that his distant goal was within reach, that he was on the right path. But the road ahead was still fraught with danger, and he steeled himself for the challenges that lay ahead. As he continued his journey, Ethan encountered a fellow traveler named Alara. She was a skilled adventurer, wise beyond her years, and she had faced her own share of trials and tribulations. Together, they formed a bond that transcended words, a partnership forged in the crucible of the unknown. With Alara by his side, Ethan faced challenges that seemed insurmountable. They battled fierce storms, navigated treacherous ravines, and confronted their deepest fears. But with each challenge, they grew closer to their goal, and their determination never wavered. Finally, after months of relentless pursuit, Ethan and Alara stood before the object of their quest, a hidden valley of unimaginable beauty. It was a place of untouched wilderness, where the flora and fauna thrived in harmony. The air was crisp and pure, and a sense of peace washed over them like a gentle breeze. Ethan knew that this was the destination he had sought all along, a place where he could find true purpose and meaning. He had stepped out into the unknown, faced his fears, and ventured into unexplored territories, all to reach this moment. It was a realization of the hero's journey that Carl Jung had described, a journey of self-discovery and transformation. But as they stood there, basking in the beauty of the valley, Ethan realized that the true reward of their journey was not just the destination, but the journey itself. It was the lessons learned, the bonds forged, and the strength discovered along the way that defined their hero's journey. Ethan and Alara decided to make the hidden valley their home, vowing to protect and preserve its natural beauty. They knew that their adventure was far from over, that there would always be new challenges and uncharted territories to explore. But they were no longer afraid of the unknown, for they had learned that it held the key to their greatest discoveries and their deepest selves. And so, in the heart of the wilderness, Ethan and Alara found their purpose and their place in the world, living out the hero's journey they had embarked upon with courage and determination. They knew that the road ahead would be filled with twists and turns, but they faced it with open hearts and unwavering resolve, for they had learned that true heroes are not defined by their destination, but by the journey they undertake.